Reverberation now. I just want to double check that we're okay.
Sounds like it.
Okay, so are we live? And I just want to check that I'm not got an echo now. No? Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So hello, everybody, and apologies for that. I don't know what happened, but it seems that when I schedule these lives, I have a feedback loop. So we're just going live. So I hope that everybody that might be on there can see that I'm live on now, and not on that link, but on another one. Oh, great! Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Laura. Sorry about that technical glitch. Anyway, I'm here. We're here. Welcome, everybody. Greetings, magical souls. I'm so excited to have you here today, and welcome to Robin, and thank you so much, Robin, for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So for everybody that is going to be here now with us, I just want to remind you, if you've forgotten to have your glass or your vessel of water with you, if you want to go and grab that. And if you don't have it with you, it's really not a big deal. It's completely up to you. It's just something that if you wanted to do that, and then after this event, we will be taking one sip of that, and then obviously you can discard the water later. But I'll go through all the details as we go. Right, so I just quickly want to open the sacred container because I want all this information to be in the container. So just inviting everybody that's with us, please, just to take a deep breath. And I've already cleared the space and done everything, but I really want to invite Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael into the space, into this digital space, to hold the space for us here on YouTube as we do this work today. And I always work with Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael, but really inviting Michael in today with this beautiful blue energy as we work with the beautiful waters of Gaia, and also obviously his beautiful protective energy. So just opening that container now, and then I will close it at the end, and just setting the intention that everybody that comes into this and watches it later is able to just add their energy to this container. Right. So thank you all so much for being here. So I'd just like to touch on really what we are doing here. And so really what we want to do is we want to attune our internal waters to the waters of the planet this time. And really what we're doing is it's a return of conscious kinship between us and Gaia, and the remembrance that we are not separate, that Gaia's waters pulse within us and around us. She is us, we are her. And the whales are so important for this because they are the carriers of this knowing. They're essentially the midwives of this remembering. So what this really is here today is a frequency reset, a grid attunement, and a whale anchor transmission for those who are ready to remember their place in the great song of Gaia. So just to give you a little bit of background is that whales and dolphins in some respects, but more the whales, they're often 7 or 9D, and I believe even higher sort of dimensional beings, depending on their lineage and their timeline. But they do not operate with an individualized ego in the same way that humans do. And their group consciousness, immense emotional intelligence, and non-linear perception allow them to hold energetic records across time space. So not necessarily as data, but more as frequency. And these frequencies are actually stored within the waters of the planet, both physically in the oceans and etherically in maybe what some of us would call the Akashic fields or the Earth's morphogenetic grid. And so they essentially are the living libraries of Earth. And I love this because I've always believed that they hold the records. They hold the records for everything that has happened on this planet. And in fact, some whales are known to have connections to Sirius B and even other aquatic sort of star systems. So it really is beautiful to have them here, and some of them carry galactic records as well. So just to share, in case anybody didn't know, but whales, along with elephants, bees, and certain bird species, hold critical grid points of consciousness, not just biologically, but planetarily. These beings emit stabilizing, harmonizing fields. They are protectors of truth, emotional coherence, and timeline integrity. And I do believe that the ego-based distortion, sort of the humans, would have corrupted any of these beautiful memories and all of these records that the whales hold. And I believe that that's why they were given to these beautiful beings, because we just couldn't have handled that. I mean, it just we know what's happened before, and we don't need to go down that road. So really, as we move towards new Earth frequencies, those choosing love, unity, and organic ascension are aligning with a field where the truth can finally be held, seen, and integrated without distortion. This is really what some of us know as the bifurcation of timelines. So this is really what we're trying to do. So the whales in this yes.
Coming through us. So I wanted to add, so I have this memory of being from someplace else, and I was down here and seeing Atlantis go into the ocean, and there's all these lights around the earth, and I was holding these templates, or these stone tablets, and they had codes on them, but then there's all these lights all over, and I'm like, oh, they're beings like me holding these codes. And as you're talking about the whales holding those codes, so there's and the whales being from 7th and 9th, well, they're from very far away too. And so they were one of the beings that came and said, okay, we'll hold these codes, because the humans at that time just weren't ready to receive that coding. And it's what was coming through is that everybody that's on here and that is going to be joining us, you and everyone else, is that as part of that system, like, we're holding the codes. The reason we're drawn to this is because we're also holding codes. And so we're working with the whales, co-creating with them, because we have codes that that it's like we're activating each other.
Yeah.
And so I just thought that was really beautiful, and I want everyone to know here that it's not like the whales outside of us are activating anything. We're co-creating with them. You're here because you are holding specific codes too, like you're saying that there's certain bird species and the bees and different species. We came in as different beings from other star systems and held codes as well. And so now we get to co-create. We're here all together now to co-create.
Yeah, 100%. And I love that, because remember that they aren't whales and we aren't humans. We're all these souls. We're all these lights. We're all these, as exactly as Robin says, we're all holding those frequencies or some piece of the puzzle, some part of that memory. So anybody that's drawn to this work, know that you are holding these frequencies. You might not be aware of it, but they're there. So
Yes.
yeah. So thank you. Thank you for that, Robin. Yeah, so really, what I believe is the information that I was given, and just to give you a little bit of background, is I was contacted by the whales. I think I mentioned probably about 6 weeks ago now, but I sat with them and I contacted them in a meditation just last week, just asking what we were going to do, and I was given quite specific instructions. Some of it's going to unfold in the moment, but I kind of know what we're going to do and why we're going where we're going. And really, so the whales, what they're really wanting to do, and this is the co-creation, is as we do this work, they will begin to release encoded memory packets. And how they do this is not through language, but through their sound codes. So their harmonic frequencies, dreams and visions. So don't be surprised if you have some dreams about whales and things after this, or maybe they just even come into your awareness. Direct energetic transmission. So maybe if you're by the ocean or something like that can happen. And of course, the water ceremonies, which is exactly what we're doing here today, sort of on this bigger level. So this is the water ceremonies and the sacred journeys where the veils are thin. So that's why I encouraged everybody to have a vessel of water. But of course, I will be providing something afterwards for those who are going to go and discharge their water into the oceans, where even if you don't have a vessel of water with you now, you can speak this into the ocean just, with reverence and with presence as you go there. And because you've been in this container with us, you will carry some of the frequency of what we are going to be doing here today. So the water is really, really important. And because we must remember that all the waters on the planet are connected, and we are mostly water, as is Gaia. There really is no difference. So it's the universal memory bank of things. It's a crystalline, conscious, living field that holds emotion, energy, and intention across time. So water is not just water, peeps. It is this magical substance that is all around us, within us, on us, whatever. So really this is, and Earth's water cycle, I believe, is in a sort of a closed loop system, the way we are now. So this means that every droplet has passed through countless lifetimes, species, ecosystems, and consciousness states. It holds the imprint of Gaia's evolutionary journey. So just beautiful. So whales, of course, are the custodians of this, and they don't just swim in the water, they interface with its memory, they rewrite trauma, and they anchor harmony into the grid lines through vibration and song. Their presence stabilizes Earth's emotional and energetic field. Their songs are literal frequency codexes, not just for other whales, but for Earth's deep memory vaults. And I just want to add here is that for many, many, many years, well, since I've been on this planet in this lifetime, I have been absolutely appalled at the way whales are treated. I don't know why a whale is ever harmed on this earth. I mean, there just seems to be absolutely no rhyme or reason for it. And I believe that this is one of the reasons why they are targeted and they are not protected, because they do carry all of this remembrance. So we are here today to tune into that and to really just help them, help us, and help Gaia, and help the cosmos and everything. So everything that we are doing is helping everything. So all that is, right. So let me just share a little bit about where we're going today, because we are going somewhere where the veil is thin so that we can do this work. And this is where I've been called to go. So today we are going to Bimini. Now, you don't need to know where this is, but it is in the Bahamas. And Bimini is basically on the Bahamas, but it's the side that is closest to the US, which is, I believe, Florida. And I was drawn here because when I was in a meditation with the whales, what I was shown was Bermuda and the Bermuda Triangle. And the message that came in was that I needed a portal, but I didn't want to be there because that place does not feel, I don't know what it is about that place, but it doesn't feel entirely organic. But Bermuda is not far from the Bahamas. So I believe that's why I was shown that. So when I tuned in with this place called Bimini, where there is this portal, I found out that Edgar Cayce predicted that the Atlantean runes would be found here, which is really interesting. And I'm getting full body goosebumps again because I love Edgar Cayce's work. He was a great seer. He was a predictor of all things, and he believed that the future of healing would be in sound. I have loads of his books and I love his workings. So, and there is this Atlantean connection. And I know a lot of us at the moment are feeling like we are here to try and correct the distortion that happened during Atlantis. So this was all very, very, felt right for me. The Bimini Road, which is an underwater rock formation, is said to be part of ancient structures. So that is underneath the ocean. And this place is connected with temples, energy grids, and healing waters. But the energy of this portal is sacred temple healing, water codes, and the memory of the divine, feminine, and masculine unity. And this is really, really important because at the moment, there tends to be a little bit of a of a lean towards the feminine, the feminine, the feminine. We need to remember that we need the divine masculine to also be, we need to be balanced. Otherwise, the pendulum's going to swing the other way. And we really need to rebalance these codes. The feminine cannot rise without the masculine. The masculine is the holder of that space. So, with all that being said, that is why I was drawn here. So, without further ado, I am now, unless you have anything else to add, Robin, I'm going to start taking us on our meditation.
I'm going to leave it there. Yep.
So, just inviting you from wherever you are to just take in some long, deep breaths. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes. Taking those breaths into the depths of the belly. Just really, really connecting to your breath. Feel your body. And while we're here, let's just ground into the seat that you're in. Feel your body heavy. And let's send out some beautiful golden roots and just anchor those into the heart of Gaia. And just as we prepare to travel to this portal in Bimini, I just want to call on everybody's teams of light, of the highest light and resonance. Only those divine and sacred guides are welcome into the space. All ancestors here helping us, all elementals, all guides, archangels, angels, all the great beings of light, any galactics that wish to be here in this very sacred space, inviting everybody's teams of light in now. And I also have Nelly on here. She is the leader of the water element. She is a beautiful blue dragon. She is going to hold the space for us here today, and she is going to take us along with her flight of beautiful water dragons into the space. Just for anybody here that might have a fear of water, we are not doing anything like that, so please don't worry. We are protected, we are guided. There is nothing to fear. We are traveling energetically and all as a group consciousness, if you will. And so just seeing us all rising up now from wherever we are in our physical vessels, we are now going to just rise up energetically and just all finding our way towards this beautiful place in the Bahamas. As we're flying over, we can see all the waters of Gaia. It's really, really quite beautiful. And traveling to Bimini. The dragons are guiding us as we fly over and we start our descent. And as we hit this sort of portal above Bimini, we are just, the dragons are opening the portal and we're all just going through there. And we find ourselves now in this almost, I'm seeing this like underwater cave. So we're almost in the oceans, but we're in a cave where it looks like we're above land. And in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful space, there is a cave. All the water dragons are settling in around us. They're forming a beautiful circle around us at the edges of the cave. And we all come together in the center of this cave, of which there is a beautiful pool of water that is emerging. And we're all coming in, and the whales are all now starting to pop up. There's some dolphins. There are mer people. There are loads and loads of being. There are fairies here. There are other dragons here. I can just feel this massive, massive presence in this beautiful, beautiful cave. But we are underwater. But we are perfectly safe here. And I just want everybody to really just connect to their breath as we sit here, and just spend a moment just really connecting to the whales. We all hold hands. We're all connecting and forming this beautiful sacred circle around this beautiful body of water, deep in the heart of Gaia. Thank you, Robin. So as we sit here just feeling those beautiful codes flow through us, with each breath we just feel ourselves starting to sink together in this beautiful circle that we were all holding hands, not down into the earth this time, but into the ocean. Our bodies becoming light, our limbs fluid, our thoughts soften like mists on the water. We are pure energy, and we are held by the waters that are rising around us. We are beginning a descent into the great oceanic womb of Earth, drifting down into the blue depths, and we begin to sense a vast ancient presence approaching. It's a low hum and it's deep. We feel it. We don't hear it, but we feel it. You might even feel a pressure in your chest. I know I'm feeling it around my heart area. And as we look, around, there is a beautiful whale elder. I feel like that sound just really brought her in. She is massive. She is beautiful. She sees us and she has always seen us. We do not speak with words here. We speak with frequency, with feelings and pulses. And she now offers us her sonar song, not just sound, but information encoded in light and vibration. And let's just let that move through us for a moment.
Shaya Yamayokoa Do Ushtamayikoa Daima Yako Shua Dashta Goku.
Ah, beautiful. So just feeling that entering our hearts, our bones, every cell in our body. She is reawakening something that we came here to remember, a seed of memory long buried beneath the noise and beneath the sorrow. And she says, you are not lost, children of the stars. You are remembering your place. You are remembering your mission. You are a bridge. You walk between species, between worlds. You feel what others cannot. You are the voice for those who do not use words. You are not alone. The song lines of the earth are awakening, and you are all one of their singers. And the whales, if you haven't already, this beautiful whale elder invites us now to place our hands over our hearts. And with her, we whisper these words through our minds. I remember my connection to all life. I remember the harmony before the fall. And I remember why I came. This beautiful whale elder sends one final pulse through into our bodies, into our hearts, into our cells, into our bones, into all of our waters, a gift. And this gift will unfold in the coming weeks, days, and months. You may have an idea of what it already is, but just let everybody just say thank you to this beautiful whale elder for her presence and for the gift. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you, beautiful soul. And now,
Shakara Ma'ayapoa Daishtima. She was just saying that she honors you, she sees you. So much gratitude for the gratitude that you have as well.
thank you. And so now in this womb space that we are in, this beautiful oceanic womb of Gaia, what I was shown is that it is covered in, it almost looks like an etheric cage or a net of some sort. And this is the sacred memory vault of the divine feminine. And this now where we find ourselves is where the true organic creation codes have been hidden. But they are buried under this layer that I can see of distortion, suppression, fear, shame, guilt. All the debris of these false timelines, this patriarchal energy that we've been going through, and this very distorted masculine energy that we've been going through. And what I was shown is that many grid workers and have seen and felt the sort of womb space being sealed or hidden beneath the waters, beneath land masses that are tied to ancient temples and sacred sites and that kind of thing. But this place of Bimini in particular, this portal that we've come through and down, 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 it really carries these pure feminine frequencies in this water, these temple frequencies. And when Edgar Cayce spoke of it, he spoke of this healing temple site being right under Bimini, that the site was designed to hold balance between divine polarities. And that's really what is needed now, because I want to just take a moment to just allow us all to really just feel into the fact that it is not just the feminine that has been distorted and shamed and hidden. But in order for that to have happened, they had to distort the masculine first. The masculine is the container that holds the space for the feminine to feel safe enough to birth these things into being. And so I'd like us all, please, just to take a moment and feel into our hearts the just the feeling and I want to send love to the masculine, because the masculine is not necessarily the one that needs to be feared, or we don't need to feel like it is the masculine that has wronged us. This is simply an imbalance, and we have to come together. So as much as we care for and we want to see the divine feminine rising now, I also wish for us all to hold love and reverence and respect as the divine masculine now returns at the same time. This is so important. And what we are going to do here today is, this is what the whale showed me, is that we are needing the divine masculine will to basically peel back these layers that are surrounding this great womb space. We cannot do it without the divine masculine, but he is here today as a guardian and as a helper and a facilitator, not an invader. And I really feel that the water dragons are around us, but I'm now feeling the fire dragons come in, and I feel like this is the will, this is the power, this is the masculine energy that is now coming in to help us. So now the beautiful fire dragons are here, and they are helping us. We all have feminine and masculine within us. So just tapping into that inner masculine just for a moment and just really just feeling these layers being peeled back around this beautiful oceanic womb, this place of divine knowledge and memory that we are now freeing up. So just allowing your masculine energy that is within each and every one of us just to really just come in now. It is safe. It is time to come back into this rightful place of balance. And in ancient temples, the divine masculine wasn't there to lead the mystery. It was there to hold the space in which the feminine could birth the mystery into form. And so these layers now being pulled back, this vision that I was shown, shows that we are finally ready for that true sacred union to return, not just within humans, but within the very body of Gaia. And the whales are the ones who have been guarding this womb beneath the waters, singing and holding and waiting for this very moment. And in this place, this is where all the divine feminine healing and creation codes lie dormant. The divine masculine now rises alongside her, not to conquer, but to clear the debris, undo the bindings, and to stand in reverence side by side next to the feminine where it was always meant to be. We are not just here visiting a portal. So know that we are not just visiting a portal here today. We are literally midwifing a planetary rebirth. So I'm just going to work with some liquid crystal trinities just for a moment. If you can just all just hold the space, just sending your love into this great, great womb as the masculine energy and these beautiful fire dragons just continue to dissolve all of these membranes around this womb completely, fully, and wholly, just completely transmuting any of the distortion that was still there. And I'll explain to you what I'm doing as I work. But really what I've got is I'm just calling on the Deic kingdom, and I have beautiful crystals here. I'm just working with some trinities. And what I'm doing, the first one is the whale communication trinity. And what I'm doing is this is the sound bridge. And these crystals open the voice of the deep. Help us to just open the song of the whales even more. The ancient Lemurian tones, the harmonic language of light encoded within the water. And through this trinity, all of us, we don't just hear the whales, but we remember how to listen to the whales with our whole body, our whole being, every fiber of our being. And this trinity is activating intuitive sound perception, reconnection with the inner sonar and navigation, and restored harmony between inner and outer waters. It is done, it is done, it is done. The next one I'm going to just work with is the ocean clearing trinity. And what we are doing here is, this is the cleansing wave, emotional sediment, density, trauma patterns, especially those rooted in the collective guilt or forgotten misuse of Atlantean technology, are ready now to dissolve. This trinity doesn't just clean the ocean, it cleans the oceans within. This trinity is now activating deep emotional release and purification within each and every one of us and within Gaia. healing water trauma across all lifetimes, and reweaving the waters into their original divine template. Bringing sacred unity and harmony back to divine masculine and divine feminine. And the last one is for the record keepers. And this record keeper Trinity, this is the memory vault. The whales, as living Akashic beings, carry the codes of Gaia's true history. And this Trinity now opens access to those memory fields, not through data, but through felt knowing, through resonance. This Trinity is activating access to Gaia's crystalline memory grid. And the intention here is for those that are ready, those that are aligned, those that are of the same frequency. Nothing can come in here that is not aligned to this very, very same frequency. Archangel Michael is making sure of this now. These are sealed. These records are only for those who are able to carry them. Those who are not of this frequency I'm being shown will not be able to carry them anyway. We are reclaiming the Atlantean wisdom of purity and impurity, and we are anchoring the new earth blueprints from ancient origin now into Gaia with this Trinity. And all of these three Trinities are now sealed in the space. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. And just letting this all settle in, and I just want to take a moment to please thank the Deic Kingdom, all their beautiful energies in the crystals that I have here that have been on this grid and in these Trinities. Just thank them for giving us these crystal frequencies to ripple out energetically into the space and into the water if you have a vessel of water with you. Just allowing all of those to just ripple into the water. You might feel like you want to hold your hands out and just send all these frequencies to your water. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Deic Kingdom.
Du ushta ba'a, kora ushta anak ma ukoa, ba ikashta aya ba pu'uara. Du ushta ba'a na mi ikora ishnai ko. Ka na aya sheba ikoa. Du uma ishnai kia da nama ukoa.
Right, so just everybody taking a moment to just feel all of us now in the circle rising back up through the blue, back into the cave where we started, and we find ourselves back in the cave, all standing in a circle. And just as we stand here, I want to say thank you to the whale elder again. I want to thank the whales, all the mer people, all the fairies, all the elementals, the water dragons, the fire dragons, all of your teams of light, my team of light, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, and all the beings unseen, maybe unnamed, for all of you that were here within this space. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And so now just really feeling back into the body, back into the now. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Start feeling yourself heavy where you sit. Maybe tugging on the roots we laid down as we started this journey. And take a deep breath and open your eyes and bring yourself back fully into the space. So, wow, okay, I've got a bit of a headache there. I'm just going to have a sip of water. Right, so just as we're all coming into the space, I just want to explain what we're doing with the water. So if you have it around you, there are two little rituals now. Obviously, as I mentioned, we want to take some of it into the body. It's just a sip. And the rest of it we are going to discard over Gaia. What we really want to do here is this is now the space. So this vessel of water that if you have it in front of you, all of this holds the frequency of exactly what we've just done. We know that water holds memory, water holds codes. It is a living, breathing consciousness, if you will. So this is in this space where we are connected to the whales and to Gaia. We allow and acknowledge the infusion of love, remembrance, and healing into this water. And we are inviting in reverent communion. And so what we want to do is we want to take a sip of water if you can. You might have a very large vessel. You can dip your fingers in if you want to, whatever calls to you, or you can do this later. But what we really want to do is we just want to take a sip and then we're going to hold it in our mouths and then swallow it. What this allows us to do is instead of the water just going into the belly, it allows, much like homeopathic medicine, is it's going to allow the frequencies of this water to be absorbed through our mouth membranes, which then goes directly into the bloodstream. So we can take a sip of water and then I'm going to repeat these words. You can hold it in your mouth and then you can swallow. Into my body, I take this water infused with whale song and light, all the notes and codes flowing through into my cells, activating remembrance throughout. That was given to me by the whales in meditation the other day, so you can swallow now if you haven't already done so. And I'm just getting the image of a beautiful whale energy just coming all the way up from the root chakra and clearing and just really just coming out the top, and then almost getting the sensation now of the water that we've held in our body now being able to really sink down and just flow into every fiber of our being. Thank you. So for the discharge of the water, the whales did ask me that if the water can please be discharged either into another body of water or directly onto Gaia within 48 hours. What they would like is for it to be done, not for it to be like take weeks or whatever it is, but for it to be done in a certain amount of time, because then there's a potency to all that water being discharged into Gaia. And then if you have your own way of wanting to discharge the water, please do that. Please do what feels right. I was given this. You don't have to do this. And what I am going to do is that first thing that the whales gave me when we sip the water, I will put into the description when I go and edit this video. And I will also put this next one in so that you can take a screenshot if you like, so that you can take it out with you when you want to discharge the water. But you are also more than welcome to do your own thing. What we're really doing is while we pour this water into Gaia, is we are sealing the ceremony. We are acknowledging the act of returning sacred water to Gaia with love. We name the energies carried in the water, this group field, the whale codes, all the remembrance, everything that we've done here. And we intend the activation of the planetary water memory grid. And then it allows us to give gratitude and a formal closing of the sacred work that we have done here today. So this is what the whales gave to me, which I will be doing. As I said, you're welcome to do your own thing. I offer this sacred vessel of liquid light, infused with high dimensional frequencies, infused with memories, infused with records now ready to awaken. The waters within me as I pour this liquid light and connect with the frequency of this liquid light. My waters are now Gaia's waters. Breathe in one breath, feel the codes in my waters, and breathe out as I pour, connecting with this liquid light. Breathe in, connecting with my codes, my water. Breathe out, connecting with this liquid light and Gaia's waters. Final breath in, connecting with my waters within, and final breath out, sending out my frequency like a ripple. One heart, one soul, one drop, one body, one light, one source. As I pour out this liquid light, I ask that it to be taken to exactly where it needs to be, calling on all elementals, all the water sprites, all the water dragons, the mer people, the whales, the dolphins, the seahorses, the sea dragons, and all of the ocean's creatures, all working together as one to ensure that all the waters are now awakened on Gaia, within Gaia, above Gaia, around Gaia. So that is what was given to me. And what I also saw just after they gave me that was almost like wherever people are pouring their water, there'd be all these, like, there were these beautiful golden nodes lighting up, and then almost like these energetic lines running between them. So this beautiful grid was just being shown to be activating around the earth. And then somehow that was all pulled down, and then there was almost like a shock wave that was sent out from the womb, from the great oceanic womb, which is where we've just been. And the water dragons were behind that shock wave and also in front of it, almost like keeping it clear. So just blasting out any debris that was there, anything that needs to be transmuted, and just really clearing the way for all of this light to really, really ripple out through the waters. And so just as we end off today, I just want to seal this container. So I just wanted all of that to be in the container, because it's important that all of these words and these energies and these frequencies are within it. And just once again, giving thanks to all of the elementals that have helped us here today and that will help us as we discharge these sacred waters. And once again, just to all the helpers, known and unknown, named and unnamed, seen and unseen. And to all of the creatures that exist with us here on this physical plane, all of the actual physical creatures, the little creatures that live in the sea, all of them are going to be helping to spread all of these waters around the planet. And it has been such an honor to be a part of this sacred ceremony, and knowing that all these sacred codes have been unlocked. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. And the container is now sealed. Right. So thank you to everybody. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to respond to all the comments to that, but please feel free to do that and even comment on the video after we end the live. I know that I got a bit emotional there, and I hope that, sure, I'm feeling a bit, I think I'm going to need a couple of hours to just come down from this. And thank you, Robin. Thank you for the beautiful codes and the frequencies and the language that you brought through. Thank you so much. Wow. So we got lots of comments. Sorry, they on the phone it's a little bit more difficult. I'll read what I have. People are saying beautiful. I had light language, lots of movement and tears. Carol, yes, thank you, Carol. Laura says thank you. Celeste, I'm so grateful to be a part of this. Thank you. Lynn says, wow, so emotional. Oh, thank you all so much for joining us. And thank you both. And apologies for the glitch, but what we'll do next time is that I'll just announce it in a post and then we'll just go live. I can't work out this technology from one moment to the next. I try it and I try it and I try it and it works, and then, oh my goodness, anyway, but we're all here and we got done and nothing's going to stop us. No interference, no technology, nothing. Boom. We are alive, we are awake, we are activated, and we are now doing the work on Gaia. And I just thank you to everybody for being here, because the power of group energy is absolutely potent is the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm a bit of a loss for words at the moment. Carol, tears, thank you both from my heart to yours. be ever so blessed, everyone. That was wonderful. Yeah, we're getting lots of hearts coming up, just sharing with you, Robin. People saying, I love it. Lots of gratitude hands or praying hands, whatever it is. Thank you, Teresa. She says, awesome. Wow. And everybody just be aware of your dreams. And if you want to go spend some time in the ocean, and just know what the whales are doing, and just know that we have the power to do this. We don't need to do anything out there. We do everything in here. We are one. We are one. We are one. Right. So, wow. So even with all the technological glitches, we are still within the hour. So awesome. And yes, Carol says nothing is going to stop us. Damn straight. No more bullshit. Yeah. So, wow. Thank you so much. So I'm going to end the live. To anybody that is joining into the container afterwards, please do also feel free to comment and share any experiences you had. But thank you to each and every one of you for being here. This was absolutely amazing, and so much gratitude to each and every one of you. Right. So wherever you are, wishing you a magical rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Sending you much love, everybody. Ciao. Bye, Robin.
Bye.